Hello fellow gamers, it's your boy Zero Inc, and I'm back with another Kickshot angle discussion. Now, first of all, I want to apologize for being so late on getting my next video up. It's just there was a lot of stuff to do during the holidays. I had to go to a family reunion. I had to go to a couple birthdays. I had a lot of stuff to do in December, so please forgive me for my lack of December videos. Expect that this year too, because December's a very, very busy month. I may be able to pre-record, which I think is what I'm probably going to do this upcoming year. Updates, there's going to be a lot of updates, there's going to be a lot more bloopers, there's going to be a lot more things to enjoy this year as well at the Kickshawbrothers YouTube website. Now, today I want to just give congratulations to Sony. They put out their numbers. They are over 18.5 million units sold. It's been a hell of a year for you guys. That is a milestone. They're almost at 20 million. I'm sure they'll hit 20 million by the end of January. I believe Microsoft took the November NPD and the December NPD. Congratulations to Microsoft for that. I think of it this way, okay? Everyone's asking, why has Sony sold so many units? It's simple. The Sony core fan base has always been fans of those obscure, odd, weird, new titles. As long as the title is new, a Sony fan will play it. We actually embrace a lot of different, odd titles. They're becoming more of a family-friendly system, which adds to their sales. You've got your adult games, like Bloodborne is coming out, Order of 1886, and then you have games like Spelunky, and you have games like Mercenary Kings, and you have games like Flower, Knack, and all these family-friendly games. It adds a new dimension to their gaming lineup. This brings me back to the days of PlayStation when you had Crash Bandicoot and Spyro and Sly Cooper and Jak and Daxter, Ratchet and Clank. The list goes on and on and on. This takes me back to the PlayStation days when it was family-friendly, including for adults. A lot of people don't realize Knack, Lego Movie game. Those are games that kids can play. The more games that kids can play that are on your system, the more sales you're going to get. Right now, as far as main AAA exclusives, you've also got games like Persona. You've got games like Dragon Quest Heroes coming out. Dragon Quest Heroes is going to be huge. Now, like I said before, congratulations Microsoft for probably taking NPD in November and December. Congratulations to them. But you got to give props where props is due, and Sony has had a fantastic year. If you would have told me a year ago that Sony would be above 18.5 million units sold to consumers, that's not shipped. If you told me they would be over sold to consumers 18.5 million, I would have told you were crazy. But they did it. They have done it. I believe that a lot of the core Sony fan base has come back to Sony. You've got to understand, the core fan base of Sony has always been into obscure titles. It's always been into weird. It's always been into wacky. Xbox has been more for your entertainment and more for your online and more for your connected experience. And now that Sony has that connected experience as well, it's harder for Microsoft to actually stand up. So Sony has kind of been the default system this year. Now, I'm not saying Sony is better or worse. Frankly, I think both systems are actually doing very, very well. And Wii U is also a great system. To be honest, I am shocked that these numbers are as high as they are. If Sony keeps selling globally like they are, Microsoft will not catch them. Microsoft needs to find some way to sell globally what they've been selling in North America. They need to find a way to sell in other areas so that they're not only selling in North America that high amount, because North America can't hold Xbox like it did last generation, because last generation everybody in North America got an Xbox 360. In fact, I think there were only like 26 million units sold in North America for Sony PlayStation. So it comes down to the fact that not one area can build up your sales. And not only that, a lot of the IPs that are coming out, they're putting out a lot of new IPs. Until Dawn is a new IP. Order of 1886 is a new IP. Bloodborne is a new IP. What else? Drawn to Death by David Jaffe is a new IP. Last Guardian is a new IP. These are all new IPs. These aren't old IPs. These aren't old franchises. These are all new IPs. And they put out a lot of indie games that they publish themselves, which just adds to their total of games that are obscure and out there. And I think this is why Sony is doing so well, is because of the obscure titles. It's because of the weird games. It's because of the indie. It's because of all the games. It's become the place for games. Like, I realize Xbox wants to talk about how Xbox has a lot better features and it's a lot quicker and you have Snapchat and you have all this other stuff, and that's all well and good. But a gamer who's just interested in games, you could make the most simple system in the world, which Sony has done, and people will buy it. Why? Because it's focused on the games. Now, I know a lot of Xbox fans are going, what games? What games are you talking about? Well, there's over 150 plus games in the PlayStation Store. Now, if you can't find something to play in 150 plus games, then how can you call yourself a gamer? You've got 150 plus games and you can't find a single thing to play and enjoy? Come on. That's why Sony is doing so well. They have given the gamers tons of different games to play. In fact, I don't even have time to play all the games that they have put out. If you include indies, if you include obscure titles, if you include AAA titles, if you include free-to-play games, they've put out so many different types of games. It's no wonder they're doing so well. So congratulations to Sony for the 18.5 million units sold globally. Congratulations to Microsoft for probably taking the NPD in December and November, and congratulations to Nintendo Wii for having such a great year with exclusives. This has been Zero. Keep gaming, gamers, and I will see all of you next time.